So I'm back. Yes, I know I've been gone for a really long time, but that's because I've been renovating my room. Okay, not exactly renovating my room because there isn't any construction going on except like painting the walls of my room. So I guess you could say I was making over my room. So the whole process took a really long time because the furniture that I needed for my room were always out of stock and I had to wait months for them to arrive. But I guess it can't be helped because during the whole quarantine circuit breaker times, people want to change things up in their house too. So yeah, I would say right now my room is about 60 to 70% done. Yeah, the rest I still have to wait for the items to arrive, but in the meantime I thought, why not make a video for you guys? Yes, so I'm back. Okay, so I've been seeing all these cute mask straps online and I thought, why not make one for myself? You know, the mask is here to stay. They're not going anywhere in the near future and it has become the new norm for all of us. On top of that, with all the festivities that are coming up, Lunar New Year, Valentine's Day, I thought wearing just a mask would be plain and boring, so why not make cute mask straps to go along with your outfit and spice things up? Yeah. Oh! On top of that, they could be great gifts for your loved one this Valentine's Day, you know? Little handmade token of appreciation. Yeah. So that's what I'll be attempting to do today, and first thing first, I will need supplies. Yep. And this time round, I'll be bringing you guys along with me. So let's go! Okay, so right now I'm at Daiso at the beading section, and honestly it's quite lackluster. I couldn't really find anything except beading threads, so yeah, I'll probably have to go visit another store, probably Spotlight. Yeah, but I'll walk around and see if I can find anything and then head over to Spotlight. So see you there! Okay, so right now I'm at Spotlight and it's another field trip again because there isn't much in this Spotlight outlet. I don't know why, but there isn't even like lobster claps which I could find. So yeah, I guess I'll have to put this project on hold and maybe find a beading shop tomorrow or something. Yeah, I'll update you guys then. Okay, before sharing what are the supplies I got for this project, let me first fill you in and share my experience on how I went about getting them, because honestly, it was quite tough. So yesterday, right after I filmed the intro, I headed down to Daiso in hopes of getting some beads. But I was left disappointed because the selection and variety there were very limited, and I ended up with nothing except these two beading threads. So I got one in the 0.3mm thickness and another in the 0.5mm thickness. Yeah, so these were the only two things that I managed to get from Daiso. And since Spotlight, the crafting store, was in a mall right next to Daiso, I decided to head there. But yet again, unfortunately, it was a failed trip. Maybe because that was a small Spotlight outlet, so the variety and selection was also very limited. I couldn't even find the basics like lobster claps. So yeah, I ended up leaving the store empty-handed, as you can see from the mini clip that I filmed while I was there. So fast forward earlier today, I dropped by a bigger Spotlight outlet and that's where I got these. And that's where I made a mistake. I got so impatient with getting the supplies for this project that I decided to get this from Spotlight, even though I was already on the way to a place recommended by my friend who used to be into beading. Yeah. Please don't make the same mistake that I did, because the place recommended by my friend sells all these and even more variety of them at a fraction of a price. Yeah, don't let impatience get to you guys. Learn from me. Since I was still lacking some items, I headed down to Ming Enterprise, the place recommended by my friend. So Cheryl, shout out to you if you're watching this. Yep. So I headed down there and got this huge load of stuff. Yeah, because I was so overwhelmed by the variety they had there. It was endless. So guys, if you are interested in beading or jewelry making, head down there because they have a lot of options and they are way more affordable. So I'll leave the details down in the description box below if you guys are interested, so do check that out. Yeah, so well, that's how the entire experience of getting the supplies for this project went. And without further ado, let's get to the actual making of the Mousetraps. First up, I got these nylon beading threads from Daiso in the 0.3mm thickness and the 0.5mm thickness. Then I got these chains from Ming Enterprise in rose gold, silver and gold. And of course, lobster claps in the same color combination as the chains that I got from Ming. Some cream beads in silver and rose gold. These are from Spotlight. They didn't have the gold option, but I figured that it was okay since these cream beads will be covered by the cream covers anyway, which I will show you shortly. So these are the cream covers that I got to cover the creams. And then some jump rings. I only got it in rose gold because I believe I have some gold and silver jump rings at home, but I'll have to go and dig it out later. And then some spacers, some round spacer beads. So I got these 3 from Ming, and then this is from Spotlight. Yep, I also got a bunch of pearl beads. These are from Ming and these are from Spotlight. Yeah, these are some miscellaneous charms or pendant, whatever you want to call them. Next, we have a bunch of seed beads in different colors. Yep, these are from Ming Enterprise as well. Last but not least, we have pliers. So I got them in 2 different sizes from Ming Enterprise. A bigger one and a smaller one. Yep. To start off, we will need to decide the length of the mousetrap that we are going to make. For a typical adult mousetrap, it should be about 50 centimeters in length. Then, we have to decide if we want to use either the nylon thread or the chain or a mixture of both for the mousetrap. For this video, I'll be making a mousetrap that uses a mixture of nylon thread and chain. Since I'll be making a 50 centimeters mousetrap that uses a mixture of both nylon thread and chain, I have with me here a 25 centimeter silver chain, and I've also cut a 28 centimeter nylon thread, which I will further cut in half. So you notice that I cut a longer nylon thread at 28 centimeters rather than 25 centimeters. That's because we need a little bit of allowance so that we can finish off the ends of the nylon threads nicely with the cream beads and cream covers. Taking one half of the nylon thread, one end of the silver chain, and some cream beads, here's what I'm gonna do to connect them together. So I have with me here a tiny cream bead, and I'm going to thread the nylon thread into the cream bead like so, as you can see here. Then I'll take one end of the silver chain and thread it through the thread. Then, fold the ends of the nylon thread to loop it and thread it back into the queen bead. Make sure that the nylon threads are parallel to each other. Okay, so once you got the thread through the queen bead, take a plier to hold down the thread and push the queen bead nearer to the silver chain. So here I managed to push the queen bead as near to the silver chain as possible, and taking another plier, I will transfer it over so that I can use the beaded plier to clamp down on the queen bead. Yep, so there. The nylon thread is not falling off anywhere and they are nicely tucked together. So I got with me here a silver cream cover, and what I'm gonna do is, where the cream bead is, I'm gonna use the cream cover to cover over it. Yeah. So you're gonna cover over where the cream bead was, and taking a plier, we're gonna squeeze it shut. And there you have it. You can see that the cream bead is covered with the cream cover and it looks just like a regular silver spacer round bead, giving it a more polished look. What you did here, you'll have to repeat and do the same at the opposite end of the silver chain. But let's just continue from here. So from here, you just got to select the type of beads that you're going to use. Whether you're going to use seed beads or pearl beads or any other type of beads. It's up to your creativity and preference. For this particular mousetrap, I'll be using pearl beads, blue seed beads, white seed beads, purple seed beads, and some round silver spacers. Since we already have the silver cream cover that kind of looks like a silver spacer bead, I'm gonna start off with the white pearl bead, followed by the silver spacer, blue seed bead, white seed bead, and then purple seed bead. Yep, okay, so this will be the combination that I will follow. So here I've poured out the beads into small containers for easier access. Spacer beads, pearl beads, blue, white, and purple seed beads, and this is the sequence that I'll be following and repeating for the entire nylon thread. Starting off with the white pearl, I'm gonna be threading this in and whatever nylon thread that's left over from the looping that was done initially with the cream bead. So this way, the leftover nylon thread is nicely hidden in the white pearl bead. Now onto the silver spacer. Followed by the blue seed bead, the white, and then the purple. Yep, like this, and just keep repeating them. I'm going backwards in the sequence because I realized that the seed bead section is kind of short. So yep, here's one section done. And I'm gonna fast forward the rest of it. Now that I've done about 5 sections of the sequence, and we are near the end of the nylon thread, instead of beading all the way up here, we need a little bit of allowance to attach our lobster clamps. Cream bead and cream cover, as what we did for the opposite end of the nylon thread, and then as well as a jump ring. What I'm going to be doing is threading the nylon into the cream bead, followed by the jump ring, and then fold the nylon thread to loop it back into the cream bead as what we did earlier. Here I've managed to loop the nylon thread into the cream bead again. And as usual, I'm going to be using the plier to press down on the cream bead. Now we are going to use the cream cover to cover the cream bead, and then use the plier to close it. Yep, there, closed it. So I've opened the jump ring and I got a lobster clasp here. And I'm just going to place it into the jump ring and close it. Yep, and there you have it. The lobster clasp is attached and one side of the mousetrap is done. So these lobster clasps here will then be attached onto the string of your mask. Now I'm just gonna repeat what I did over here to the other end of the silver chain, then I'll be back with the final look. Okay, there you have it. Here's the finished look of the mousetrap. Okay guys, so this is how the mousetrap will look like when it's on. Cute little dainty mousetraps. Yeah, so honestly, you can really just play around with it, like with whatever beads you want, whatever design, whatever sequence you want, and I'm sure it will turn out good. Yeah, so That's it for this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!